K97.5, home to the morning hustle, Ayeeedubb is 2IB, and I have a very special guest in the building with me. Give it up for Big Jass Clutch.
What's up? What's going on?
How you doing? How you living? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Hey, it was nice outside today, so I'm definitely feeling good. I got my little shorts on.
I had to pull the legs out, show the knees, show the ankles. It was feeling good out here today. It's like 70 degrees now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which I don't like because it's supposed to be cold. We're supposed to get a little bit of snow at this time.
Nah, definitely.
But it's hot.
It's definitely hot. Yep.
But so you're from the Carolinas, right? Or where you from?
Yeah, for sure. From Henderson, North Carolina.
Okay, so that's about like what, an hour from Raleigh?
Yeah, about it depends. Like we on North Raleigh, probably like 45 minutes for real. But like if we over here, kind of probably about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Only time I've been to Henderson was for it was a music concert, but it was at the Henderson Fairgrounds.
Oh yeah.
So you know what area I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it be a fair every year, but I don't know if we have one this year, but we might. But it's usually a fair area every year. But they've been doing events there lately though, so.
Yeah, every time I think it's like one promoter, like I don't know if he's from there or what, but every time he just has a concert in Henderson, the Vance County Fairgrounds, I think is what it is.
Right beside the Bojangles.
Yep, right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so what's up? So do you come to Raleigh a lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be everywhere though. Honestly, I just be everywhere. I'll be around. I'll be everywhere.
You got a big buzz
States.
around you.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, the Kodak voice. I hope so. But how'd you get started doing music?
Actually, I really never wanted to do music, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I had no desire, to be honest. But I did used to play drums back in the day, so like that's the only relation I will say that I did have to music. But other than that, like my cousin was trying to make me do it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was probably went on for about a year, and I was just like, well, he won't pressure me. He would just make jokes, and I was like, ha, just keep laughing with him because I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Then one day he just put me in his bio and was like, yo, we're going to do this. And
really?
I'm looking at his bio. I'm like, bro, why is my name, yo? I'm talking randomly. He ain't even mentioned it. I look at his Instagram. I say, yo, am I tripping now? I call him like, bro, what is you got going on in your bio?
Right.
He like, I told you I would. He said, you going to do this one way or another? I was like, yo, you crazy. So then we had Finesse. And I was like, well, you know what? Only way I do music if I do it big, because everything I do, I like to do it big. Even with my business, I like to stand out, which is why my stuff be working. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I was like, if I could do my first song with a top artist, at that time, he had, like, the #1 song in hip-hop. It was Back In. That he had just dropped it. He was going crazy. Like, so at that time, I was like, yeah. After the show, we had a show with him. It was my birthday party. So I was like, if I get a verse with him, I rap. Because I'm like, I just don't want to just start doing music and just blend in. I want to, stand out. So like, if you selling something and it's 1,000 people selling bread in a grocery store, what make you buy this brand? You get what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? So
it's so interesting because usually a lot of people come in here and they're like, oh, I was rapping since like 4 or 5 years old, or like I knew it was in me. And then for you to be like, really didn't want to, but you're good at it, which is also kind of fascinating, where it's like you didn't want to, but you're so good at it. Were you ever like messing around? Because it had to be somewhere where people are like, well, I'm make you an artist, you know?
Yeah. Well, when I was in elementary school, me and my god brother, Dre, we used to like play around, and that was elementary. I don't even remember that. Then if like me and my homie, like a couple years, like when I was in college, me and my homie, we get a little turn. We just chilling at the crib. We ain't doing nothing. We just watching YouTube videos and lounging around. We'll just be like saying stuff, but it don't even make sense. Like we ain't rapping on no beat or nothing. We just like sitting there, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't know, we might be waiting on somebody to pull up. They waiting to go swerve on something, so we just killing time. So, yeah, that's the most I probably say I did. But I did play the drums, so, like, picking up on beats is kind of like, it's how I can do it a little bit. But at the same time, rapping ain't just about rapping on the beat, because then you can become predictable. So you got to know how to rap outside the beat, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Well, I'm thankful that you decided to pick up everything and bless us with some music. Come on now. But the first song you said you did was with Finesse 2 Times. That was your first song ever?
Yeah, ever, yeah. I didn't even have no other songs.
So how'd the link up actually happen? Because like you said, Back In was huge. TikTok made it like a huge song. He's been around here like on tours and stuff. He's like on Kodak show. I just recently seen him at in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
So how did that connect like actually get solidified to like work with him?
Well, we actually booked him, me and Vegas and another guy.
Oh,
we
booked him, okay.
them for my birthday party. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so he was already coming. So I was already in contact with the manager because I was in communication with the manager about booking him. We handled all that.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a month later when I kind of asked him like, well, how much? I just didn't know if I was gonna do it yet. I just still asked how much though. But so they told me, I was like, all right, whatever. I ain't gonna do it. I'm just bullshitting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like another month went by, cause I booked him way ahead of time. So like another 3-4 weeks went by, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it happened. That's how easy it was to do it, cause I had already had him for the show, so he already had to come here. You know what I'm saying? So
were you nervous at all, like making your first song with an artist and stuff like that?
I was more nervous when it just be me, you know what I'm saying, in the studio. But like being right here, that's not my first time being around a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? So I done been around multiple rappers, from even promoting or just running into them out of town or something, like, you know. Like, you know, I'm humble but confident, so I don't never, you know what I'm saying, get too timid and stuff when I'm around other people. I look at it like I'm amongst the greats, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so.
Is there an artist that you think you would get kind of like starstruck to see or like work with? Like
sure.
who?
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby?
yeah, definitely. yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. If I leaked over Lil Baby, I definitely probably would be nervous. Just like for like the first 5-10 seconds, now like, oh, what up, bro? Like that after that.
Right. You gotta get over that initial
that
shock.
Initial shock, yeah.
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 Oh my gosh, I'm speaking into existence
Yeah.
of you
I
get with your Lil
already spoken
Baby.
into existence. I'm gonna have my interaction with him before the end of the summer for sure.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Another artist that I saw you work with, Jimbo World.
Yeah.
You have a song that is going to come out. Like, you won't drop it yet, right?
It's coming on. It's gonna come out on the EP.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very good song. Then he's also booked March 18th, and we're gonna perform together. I'm gonna perform my song. He's gonna perform his stuff. Then we're gonna perform like the unreleased song together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that'll probably be like a week or two for the EP come out. So that'll be some people can hear it before it actually comes out. You really get a chance to hear the song. Now we can see the, I want to see the reaction from it before it actually drops.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
You do be thinking. I like that. I like that when an artist knows the plan, knows the process. I love that for real. So how was it linking with Jimbo World? Because he's from Florida.
He was cool. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I had started listening to Jimbo World probably a couple of weeks before I met him. So when I seen he was gonna be here, I'm listening every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of person I am. When I like music and I find somebody I like, I'll just go check out everything they got. And he had a lot of music. So I'm like, dang, like, what this dude, man? I ain't know him. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen he was coming out, like, I'm telling Vegas, like, bro, we gotta go meet him, bro. Like, I just really like his music, I ain't had no idea I was gonna do a song with him. You know what I'm saying? So I had already recorded a song. So we chopping him up with him. I just meet him taking pictures. Vegas was like, how much for a feature, whatever. He started the feature conversation. I'm not even thinking, I'm not even thinking bro gonna even entertain it because I don't know what he on. I know he's on a run, but I ain't know what he was doing because he was busy all night. So we ended up talking some business, and it was like, man, I was like, I want to do it. I want to take advantage of the opportunity. I'm like, dang, what song you gonna get on? You know what I'm saying? Then I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, got the perfect song for him. He heard it. He listened to it twice back to back. Like, yo, this hard though. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was a little different for him because he hadn't slid on something like that. So he kind of, you know what I'm saying? He shot himself too. He like, dang, yo, I slid on that. You know what I'm saying? We was at the studio probably like 7 in the morning. We shot a video and everything. So he was just a real, genuine, you know what I'm saying? It was a good vibe. It was a very good vibe. I will say that. So
yeah, so if he came by here, maybe like a month or so ago.
Yeah, I had seen that.
Right, and it, good vibes from him during my interview too. So I can only imagine like how it is like being the artist working with him on a song.
And real recognize real. So when it's the same, you don't even gotta know somebody. You can feel off their energy. You know what I'm saying? And before he even really said a word, it was just his energy, his demeanor. I knew he was on the same type of time I was on. You know what I'm saying? He thankful I want to work with him. I'm just thankful he want to work with me. We both in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? So
big shout out to your manager Vegas for putting that voice and like that connection and stuff because he be working. So right, you be working.
He do.
Yeah. Right. Well, let's see. Because another interesting thing about you as an artist was when I was going through your whole like Apple Music, there's no official album or EP out yet. And like when I mentioned before, you already have such a big buzz around you, which is impressive. Like you got a buzz out with no album out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts. Yeah, that was gold. You know what I'm saying? Like just rolling out right. You know what I'm saying? Not just dropping and not teasing. Letting people see the process. And that's one thing I realized. Like people like to see. Cause when I look at people's music or people I like listen to, I follow them. I watch what they doing. They like teasing me. I'm like, damn, what is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, you don't know when they gonna drop it. You just like, yo, that was hard. I wonder when they gonna drop. It keeps you. It keeps you entertained. It keeps you following them until you see when is what. Or you like, oh, I wonder when they gonna drop a tour. I wonder when. Like you just never know who really following you and who really like you and who really listening to you. Or never know. You know what I'm saying? Because some people follow just to follow. Some people follow because they really listen to you. So I just like to give people like the what goes on behind the scenes, what's going on at the scene, what's gonna go on after the scene. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I like to portray it when I'm promoting my stuff. So that's how I've been able to gain, them followers and just marketing myself. I'm be honest with you, like you can have the hardest music in the world, but if you don't market yourself, it's gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, that's really facts for sure. You also have the song out called "Hold Up," which is the one you're pushing right now, right?
Sure.
A lot of people seem to like that song too.
Yeah.
So I think I saw you did like I always see the videos where people perform outside with the microphone
from the block.
Yeah, how was that?
Oh yeah, that was dope because I didn't have to actually be on the mic and do something. It was more like what you're doing is you're on the mic, but you're performing your song. You get what I'm saying? But it's still the song, over top of it, like you see it on Instagram. My actual song is over top of it, but you have to give it that energy as if it's coming out, as if it's your audio out your voice. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So you still gotta. It's still the same. It's just like the way I would perform it on stage, the same way I perform it, there. So that's how that was. I was kind of nervous at first because I ain't been on that many platforms. So I've only been on like 3 probably performing, which was this freestyle, Famous Animal 4, Famous Animal twice here performing, and then from the block. So.
And since they filmed outside, are people like gathered around?
Oh yeah,
watching
that?
Kids.
Like it was kids outside. Like I took some pictures with the kids and everything. Like they really liked me. It was probably like 10 kids out there. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I gave them my name and stuff. We took a picture with them and stuff. That was cool. They was just in the neighborhood, watching. But they liked the song. I could just tell, like they was dancing and everything. So
kids are the biggest critics. Like they will tell you if you're ugly. They will tell you if you're pretty. They will tell you if your song is hot or not. So yeah. And then I meant to ask you before because I think we were supposed to have this interview a couple weeks ago, but then I saw you were in LA recording.
Yeah.
How was that? Being in LA, coming from Henderson. How was that?
That's probably like. I done went to LA a couple of times. I like LA, a lot of music is actually done in LA. Like a lot of music is recorded in LA because that's really like that the entertainment and the rap mecca is. That's like where your best sound, production and everything comes from. You see a lot of big artists, like you even see the baby, he be in LA a lot.
He do.
You know what I'm saying? And when you're in LA, you have everything you need. You know what I'm saying? You got some of the best producers, engineers. You go in there and record as many songs as you want. A lot of people reside in LA, you know what I'm saying? So, they got what's the studio? Paramount. That's where the Paramount campus is. You can, from what I was told, you can go in there and rent like a studio room. They got like the food, the stuff. Yeah, it's like real, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and that's how studio was that I just went to. It was real big. They had a refrigerator. You could go chill in there. It was like a house, a big crib.
What?
Yeah.
That's kind of dope.
Cool. Yeah, it was cool. But I personally, I rather just like smaller, intimate, close settings because I'm still fresh. So I like to be right there near the engineer, like so I could talk to them. Like, yeah, I don't like it like that. Yeah, I like it like that. You know what I'm saying? When I get bigger, I'm gonna definitely have to be in bigger studios. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, of course I don't do music, so I'm doing radio. But when I be before recording studios, I know what you're talking about. Like, is it like the big studios where like a band be in there? It'd be like all these buttons.
Huge. Oh yeah, it was like probably like 10 switchboards in there. I was just like had to come out the room to talk to them. I don't like that. I like to just like slide the door open, like, yo, you hear that? Let me hear that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So for now, I'll just take you know. But they got that in LA too. So shout out my boy Johnny. That's who I be recording with out there in LA. So
That's to be having you sound good and
yeah,
stuff?
he did. He did
Okay.
my finesse. He did Warrior. He did Summer Hold Up. Yeah. So then, you know, so that's who I was working with for my first two and a half, 3 songs. And then the song I'm teased yesterday, he did that. We did that together. The love song. So
Yeah, how was your Valentine's Day?
it was great.
It was good?
Yeah.
Did you
It
do
was
anything?
great. Yeah, man. I had to do my thing.
Okay. Now, 'cause I saw the video too, like you had the roses, and I think I saw where like, just like an overall glimpse of like your social media, just like, you know, I think we talked about earlier how like you want to make a song for women, like
Yeah.
a song for the ladies.
Yeah.
Is that kind of, well, how, I don't know how to word it, but how would you do it in a way, because I'm like, for rap for ladies, we have
Yeah.
our men who rap, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, but it's like still like a man's song.
Yeah.
So how is that?
It's still technically for the ladies, but what I'm talking about in there, dudes can relate. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically talking about like, you know, you still not a player, and then when you mess up, you make it right. It's the typical what we living in. You know what I'm saying? But they still showing you care about it. But on the other end, she gonna feel it too, cause she probably going through that with somebody she really like or she really rock with. You know what I'm saying? So both sides is gonna rock with the song. It ain't just for the women, but a lot of girls like my music, but I still want to dedicate certain songs to them. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you
Yeah.
got to. You know what I'm saying?
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to cater to, well, try to cater to
And
somebody,
every girl,
everybody.
they listen to Caesar. They listen to all that mellow music. They do have their turn moments, but most girls like listen to like mellow stuff, melodic stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta
Yeah.
make that type of melodic stuff for those fans. You know what I'm saying? So that all my
Yeah.
music, it might be hardcore rap here, but we got melodic here. We got love here. We got chill here. You know what I'm saying? So.
Nah, that's dope. I love it. Why didn't you drop it on Valentine's Day?
Cause
What's wrong with
it's
it?
not a part of the rollout. I've been doing so much stuff. It's like I've been doing a lot of stuff. You get what I'm saying? So it's one of the things like I didn't want to just overdo it. I want to drop it. When I drop it, it's gonna drop with the EP, but I'm gonna even drop a video following from the EP. You know what I'm saying? It's just it wasn't enough time. I just made the song like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so
I can tell you're like a planner, making sure, like you said
Yeah,
earlier,
it's
like
a
making sure
Virgo
everything was
thing.
on.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a Virgo
Virgo?
thing.
Oh, I'm with you on the Zodiacs.
Yeah.
So I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, then, I know you have a lot going on. I know, like, you're on the No Deal. We're going on the No Deal tour.
Yeah.
Which is that Raleigh stop on the 18th. It's part of that tour.
Yeah.
And then
Jimbo.
with Jimbo. And then the EP is called No Deal,
No
right?
Deal too. Yeah, it's called No Deal.
And so when do we have a release for that? Or
Yeah, tentative, you know, like March 24th. Any hiccups coming, it might come first, second week in April, but it's definitely gonna be here for the spring. It's gonna by that second week in April, you gonna have it. I don't want to give a specific date, and it don't, you know.
Right.
I just wanted everything to be right, you know what I'm saying? Because if you rush it, you know, it can't might not come out like you want it to. But I am moving very properly to get this out, because people were asking. So. And I need more music out, you know what I'm saying? But I got stuff loaded in the chamber even after the EP dropped. I got some crazy stuff, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I got a surprise feature on my EP coming up too.
Okay.
So I got 3 features on the EP coming up, all very, very good artists. So
Any North Carolina features?
not right now,
Ain't no
but I
way?
am
Okay.
working on that though.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's probably just not gonna make the EP, you know. But yeah, you're gonna start seeing a lot of music though for sure. And then I'm gonna work on the album. Goal is to drop the album by September on my birthday. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
Well, I'm excited. Like I said, I was playing the 4 songs back to back. We
Yeah.
need more music from Jass Clutch. That's my only thing. We need more
Yeah.
music. So
and right
it's
now I'm
coming.
dropping freestyle just to keep my fans, entertained and intrigued while they wait,
For sure. Well, I'm so excited to see what takes off. I know you're going to come back into the city on 18th. Where is that show going to be at? Jonathan's?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to be out there.
Yeah,
We're
if
going
you
to
want
pull
to come
up.
out there, yeah, for sure, definitely.
Because I haven't seen any performance. I haven't seen you perform at all, but so I need to see the
Yeah.
performance. No, that's on my checklist to see the performance.
I had one in
So
Rocky Mount just past Saturday with Gloss Up. I performed
Oh,
right there.
yeah.
She was there. It was dope. We met, talked. She was cool.
song in the works with Gloss Up?
Maybe so.
Okay.
It's talked about, it's
I'm
in
being
question.
nosy. I'm being nosy.
It's in question though. I like her
Okay.
as an artist. I like her demeanor. Her vibe was real cool. It was very humble, so.
I love that. I'm glad you stopped by the station. Finally, we got this interview done.
Yes.
And I'm so excited to see what you have put out for the rest of this
Appreciate
year.
you having me.
Of course. Let everybody know where they can follow you, get to know you, get the music, the videos, all that stuff. Where can they follow you at?
Jass Clutch, JASSCLUTCH. That's on everything. Like, my name literally Jass Clutch on everything. Except Cash App. But I'm not giving my Cash App out because they be scamming. I'm not giving that out.
Yeah.
But it's Jass Clutch on everything, literally. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that. So.
All right, well, Big Jass Clutch, I appreciate you.
For sure, appreciate you.
And keep it locked to K97.5.